Starting pitcher for the St. Clair Saints is number 8, Jake Heinbach. Here's the starting lineup for the Lambton Lions. Batting first, the center fielder, number 3, Logan Buntrock. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Cale Murray. Batting third, the right fielder, number 12, Miles Adamson. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Wesley Brooks. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 31, Tyler Kirby. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 25, Luke Murray. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 5, Jack Helps. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 0, Ben Adamson. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, A.J. Edwards. Starting pitcher for the Lambton Lions is number 17, Aiden McDonald. At this time, we'd like to take a few minutes to recognize some of the 2025 OCAA baseball season's highest achievers, our league all-stars and major award winners. Now the honorees from the OCAA regular season champions, the Lambton Lions. OCAA Coach of the Year, Alan Bazaire. First team All-Star, number 22, Wesley Brooks. First team All-Star, number 2, Cale Murray. First team All-Star, All-Rookie team member, and OCAA batting champion, number 12, Miles Adamson. First team All-Star, All-Rookie team member, and OCAA Rookie of the Year, number 20, Jaron Short. First team All-Star and OCAA Player of the Year, number 3, Logan Buntrock. Congratulations to each of these student athletes on their tremendous 2025 season. At this time, could you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Hello, everybody. Bill Kelso, along with the rest of the crew and cast of We Digital here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. It is the St. Clair Saints against the Lambton Lions here in Game 3 of this tournament. St. Clair winners last night, 12-0. Game called after 5 innings. That was actually a combined no-hitter for the pitching staff as we're getting set to start the ball game very, very shortly on a sunny day, somewhat sunny, a little bit cloudy, but sunny. A little coolish, but I think it's warming up a little bit, certainly since in the last hour or so, but nevertheless, there is a bit of a bite to the air, and it'll be an interesting morning, certainly, as this game underway. St. Clair is the road team, so they'll be batting first in this one. Let's look at the starting defense. Murray at catcher, Brooks at first, Murray at second. Helps at short, Adamson in third, Edward in left, Buntrock in center, and another Adamson in, that was one in left, now one's in right. And on the mound, the pitcher is Aiden McDonald, the right-hander. Look at the St. Clair batting lineup. Let's start this one. Bryce Plain will lead things off. The shortstop, he'll be followed by Cannon Gale and then Ryan Korbach. Mitch McCosh will bat DH in the fourth spot. Andrew Sleeman batting fifth, the center fielder. Eric Rosemena with the left fielder will bat sixth. Seventh is Tyler Brown Amlin, the right fielder. Second baseman Finnegan Russett will bat eighth, and batting ninth, the catcher Quinton McEwen. Just finishing up his warm-up tosses is, as mentioned, Aiden McDonald. And we'll get this thing underway very shortly. Welcome aboard. McDonald just finishing up his warm-up tosses. As mentioned, a little bit cool, but it is warming up a little bit as well. And I expect it to do so more along the way, certainly for everybody's benefit, including the players. And the first batter stepping up to the plate will be Bryce Plain. So Plain will lead things off for the St. Clair College Saints here in this one.
Leading off for the St. Clair Saints, the shortstop number 2, Bryce Plain.
Cannon Gale is on deck. And then Ryan Korbach, the third batter here in the first inning. Just about getting to get ready underway. McDonald with the first pitch of the ball game is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Plain. This should be an interesting matchup between these two ball clubs. The pitch is a bit up high, 1-1. 1-1 to Plain. One pitch on the way is called inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. So the count goes to 1-2 on Plain. One-two pitch on the way is up high. It's 2-2. 2-2 on Plain. Just starting this one. Nobody out, nobody on. First batter in the game. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. It's swing and a miss, and he gets him. One up and one down. A strikeout registered there for McDonald. And it's going to bring up Cannon Gale, the third baseman.
20, Cannon Gale.
So the Saints with one out here in the first inning. One out, nobody on, just underway here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Crowd still shuffling in. Here's the first pitch to Gale. Called strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Gale. That's low. 1-1. 1-1 the count. Curveball, and as a ground ball to second. Easy play for the second baseman, Cale Murray. 2 up and 2 down in the Saints' first inning, and we're going to go now to the first baseman.
First baseman number 18,
Ryan Corbach. So Corbach stepping up to the plate, left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of 1. And the first pitch to Corbach is hit into right field, but shallow. Hovering under it and making the easy catch is Miles Adamson. And the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down, no runs, no hits, and no errors. And as we come to the bottom of the first inning, as we look at the replay to finish off the inning.
No hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
And we're scoreless. We'll be right back. Look at the starting defense of the St. Clair College Saints. McEwen behind the plate, Corbach at first, Rossett at second, Plain at short, Gales at third. Arizmana in left, Sleeman in center, Brown Amlin is in right. And of course on the mound, Jake Heinbach is the starting pitcher, a left-hander. So a left-hander, and his first batter he will face will be Logan Buntrock, the center fielder, followed by Cale Murray. Miles Adamson will bat third. Wesley Brooks will bat fourth, and cleanup Tyler Kirby fifth. Luke Murray, the catcher, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Jack Helps. Batting eighth is Ben Adamson, and batting ninth, A.J. Edwards. And we're getting set to start the bottom half of the first inning. Just underway here at the ballpark. No score. And the left-hander, Heinbach, will face the right-handed batter.
Leading off for the Lambton Lions, the center fielder, number 3,
Logan Buntrock. So it will be Buntrock against Heinbach. And the first pitch is low. It's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Buntrock. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Chopper hit towards third, fielded cleanly, long throw to first, and he gets him. Cameron Gale on the play. 1 up and 1 down.
Second baseman number 2, Cale Murray.
It's going to bring up Cale Murray, the second baseman. Look at the replay. Easy play for the third baseman. So 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of 1. First pitch to Murray is low, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Murray. The right fielder, Miles Adamson, is next up in the Lambton lineup. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off behind us on the left side. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, slow curve in the dirt. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count. To Murray. Lefty against the lefty. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Chopped up to short. Makes the play, the throw to first, and he gets him. Bryce Plain with the play at short. And there's 2 up and 2 down in the Lambton lineup. There's the tail end of a replay on that one.
Right fielder,
here's another good
12,
look at it.
Miles Adamson.
Miles Adamson will step up to the plate. the right fielder. And the pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 to Adamson. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the right side of the field. Count stays. Now it goes to 1-1. So it's 1-1 to Adamson with Wesley Brooks, the first baseman, on deck for the Lambton Lions. And the pitch. High and wide, make it 2-1. So the count goes to 2-1 on Adamson. Here's the pitch by Hanbuck. Inside corner, 2-2. 2-2 the count to Adamson. Hanbuck kicks and deals. Swung on and fouled off to the screening to my left, or I should say to my right. Count stays at 2-2. 2-2 the count to Adamson. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's high and wide, 3-2. So the count goes full on Adamson. Here's the 2-3-2 pitch. Up high, he walked him. So Adamson's aboard with a walk. He's going to bring up Wesley Brooks.
First baseman number 22, Wesley Brooks.
So runner at first, 2 out, bottom of 1. And the left-handed batter, Wesley Brooks, against the left-handed thrower in Hanbuck. And here's the pitch. In for a strikeout, it's 0-1. 1 strike to Wesley Brooks. Tyler Kirby awaits on deck. So Brooks get aboard. And the pitch. It's low. 1-1. 1-1 the count to Brooks. Hanbuck delivers, belted into right field. It's a base hit. Runner will stay at second base and a long throw to third from the right fielder, Tyler Brown-Hamlin. And there's runners at first and second for Lambton. Runner in scoring position. And the DH, Tyler Kirby, will step up to the plate.
Designated hitter number 31, Tyler Kirby.
So runners at first and second. It was the first hit of the ball game for either side here in the first inning. Hanbuck deals. It's up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Kirby. The 1-0 pitch, fouled off, screen right in front. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count to Kirby. The 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, make it 1-2. So 1-2 to Kirby. Again, runners at first and second. We're in the first inning. Just underway here at the ballpark. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, but it's foul down the left side. Count remains 1-2. 1-2 the count to Kirby. The 1-2 pitch on the way. It's popped up but foul out of play. Count stays at 1-2. Ty Buck is throwing a fair amount of pitches here at this batter. Tyler Kirby hanging in tough. And the 1-2 pitch again is hit into right center field. It's going to drop for a hit. 1 run scores. Another one's going to score as well, and with a stand-up double is Tyler Kirby, and 2 runs across the plate for the Lambton Lions. They take an early 2-0 lead. Get this on the replay. Between the 2 outfielders, and 2 runs come in. Lambton with an early 2-0 lead.
Number 25, Luke Murray.
He's going to bring up the catcher, Luke Murray. So runner on second, 2 out, and the Lions lead it 2-0 early in this one. First pitch outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Luke Murray. The 1-0 pitch is fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count to Murray. Jacob Helps is on deck for the Lions should Murray get aboard. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, runner's going to advance to third. So Kirby goes to third. And there's a runner on third now for the Lions. Again, they lead 2-0. We're early in this one if you've just joined us here on We Digital. Runner at third. And the pitch is hit into left field. And it's going to be caught by Roseman. It's going to retire the side, but not before 2 runs are scored. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the score as we come to the top of the second inning. Lambton leads it 2-0.
For Lambton in the
We'll be right
bottom of the first, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left.
We are back to start the top of the second inning with the Saints coming up to bat for their second time. They were down 2-0 in this one. The batter will be Mitch McCosh,
The St. Clair Saints.
the designated hitter.
Number
He'll be followed by
32,
Andrew Sleeman and then
Mitch
Erica Roseman.
McCosh.
Saints went down 3 straight guys in the first inning. 3 up and 3 down. 1 strikeout registered by the pitcher, Aiden McDonald. So McDonald, the righty, against the left-handed batter McCosh. First pitch on the way to McCosh. Hit down the right field side, but the first baseman is going to take it and make the play himself, Wesley Brooks. So it's a ground out to first. One up and one down here in the Saints' second inning.
Center fielder,
A quick look at this on the replay. Pretty easy play for the first baseman. It's going to bring up Andrew Sleeman, the center fielder. One out, nobody on, top of two. Saints trail by 2. And the first pitch to Sleeman is outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Sleeman. The 1-0 pitch. Chopper hit towards third, fielded cleanly. Here comes the throw to first, and he gets him. So Ben Adamson with the play at third. 5-3 if you're scoring at home. It's 2 up and 2 down here in the Saints' second inning.
Fielder, number 26, Eric Rosimena.
Look at this on the replay. Pretty easy play for the third baseman. Nevertheless, brings up Eric Rosimena. Did not play in yesterday's game, so he's into this one. 2 out, nobody on. Ball is hit hard into left center field. It's way back at the fence, and it was caught to retire the side. Pretty deep, but flying out is Rosimena. No runs, no hits, and no errors. As we get a look at this on the replay. Center fielder making the play. And the score as we go to the bottom of 2.
The top of the second, no runs,
it's 2-0 Lambton. We'll be right back.
And no runners left.
There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place. Someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel it's a beautiful day.
So we get back to start the bottom half of the second inning with Lambton leading 2-0. First batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Helps. He'll be followed by Ben Adamson, the third baseman, and the left fielder, A.J. Edwards.
Jack Helps.
So Jacob Helps leads off here against Heinbuch in the Lions' second inning with a 2-0 lead. Pitch is a call to strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Helps. The 0-1 pitch on the way is hit down the right side. This could be trouble. It is going to drop in for a single between 3 fielders, the second baseman, first baseman, and the right fielder. And a lob single there off the bat of Helps. Look at the tail end of this. Tough one to field.
Third baseman number 0, Ben Adamson.
He's going to bring up the third baseman, Ben Adamson. So a runner aboard at first base. Third hit so far this morning for Lambton. They had 2 in the first inning en route to their 2 runs. And they lead 2-0 with a runner on first base. Heinbuch with a throw to first, keeping the runner honest. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Adamson. A.J. Edwards awaits on deck for Team Lambton. Helps aboard at first. Quick throw to first. He got away from the first baseman, but not far away for the runner to advance. 0-1 the count. Again, runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of 2. And the pitch. Up high and wide, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Adamson. There is some activity in the Saints bullpen. The right-hander is throwing from, I can see from my vantage point. Quick throw back to first. Helps at first base there. Here's the pitch. Up high. 2-1. 2-1 to count to Adamson. Buck delivers. It's outside, make it 3-1. So the count goes to 3-1. Again, runner on first. We're early in this one. This is inning number 2. Saints trail 2-0. Lambton with both runs in their first inning. And the pitch. Called strike. Count goes to 3-2. So the count is full. Let's see if the runner is going or not. Buck has been trying to keep him honest at first base. Quick throw to first. Again, full count on Adamson. There goes the runner, the 3-2 pitch on the way. It's outside and he walked him. So Adamson gets a walk. It's going to be first and second. Nobody out, and we're going to have a visit to the mound by the manager, the coach, the pitching manager, pitching coach. Going to have a quick word with the pitcher. Heinbuch in a jam with the runners at first and second and nobody out. We're early in this one, and the Saints trail 2-0. And outfielder A.J. Edwards will step up to the plate once we get things back underway. Home plate umpire out to, shall we say, have the proceedings move on. Heinbuch with instruction from the pitching coach, and Edwards awaits at the plate.
Left fielder
for
number
Lambton
1,
Lions.
A.J. Edwards.
So A.J. Edwards at the plate. Again, first and second, nobody out. Lambton threatening to add to their lead. First pitch to Edwards. Showed bunt, now it gets away from the catcher and both runners will advance. So now runners are at second and third with nobody out. And Heinbuch is in quite a jam here in this second inning. Second and third, nobody out with Edwards here at the plate. And we'll go to the top of the order. And the pitch, in for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Edwards. 1-1 pitch on the way. It catches the outside corner, make it 1-2. So the count goes to 1-2. Again, runners at second and third. Nobody down here in the Lions' second inning. And the pitch. Sliced into left field for a base hit. One run will score, the other will stay at third. And the Lions have taken a 3-0 lead on the single by Edwards. And are now runners at first and third. Again, the bullpen is throwing. Look at this on the replay. Solid single off the bat of Edwards. Fourth hit of the morning.
Center fielder number 3, Logan Buntrock.
Logan Buntrock will bat. He ground out the third his first time up. Nobody out. Bottom of 2. And the Lions now lead by 3. Runner at first. And the pitch. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Wouldn't surprise me if the Lions try and send the runner from first to second to even draw a throw. Let's see what happens. There goes the runner. Does not draw a throw. And now there are runners at second and third. Hey, I called that one. Second and third, nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count to Bunt Rock. One-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. First strikeout of the morning for Heinbuck. He'll bring up Cale Murray, the second baseman, who ground up to third his first time up.
Cale Murray.
So we're in a lefty against a lefty situation here with runners at second and third. Lions looking to pad their lead. They lead 3-0 here in the second inning. Here's the first pitch. High and wide, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Cale Murray. Heinbuck delivers in for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 the count to Murray. Again, runners at second and third. Lions lead by 3. The pitch. Sliced in, and grabbed off by the third baseman, but nobody moving. So there's 2 away on the soft liner to the third baseman. Cannon Gale. 2 outs as we get a look at this on the replay. It was a soft liner. Gale made the play. And we're going to get a pitching change. So Heinbuck is exiting. We're going to find out who the pitcher is at this time. It's a right-hander, that much we can tell you. Waiting for the official word. The number 13, Cameron Beal, is on the mound.
Now pitching for the St. Clair Saints, number 13, Cameron Beal.
Right-hander Cameron Beal comes in with the runners at second and third. And 2 out. Miles Adamson will step up to the plate. Walked his first time up. He's the right fielder. Third batter in the order for the Lions, but the Lions with runners at second and third. 2 outs and Cameron Beal in the game for the St. Clair College Saints, as he's just finishing up his warm-up tosses. Saints trail by 3. They won last night 12-0 in a combined no-hit pitching performance as well against Sheridan. This game so far has been obviously a different story. They trailed by 3, and we're in the second inning. The bottom of 2. So Cameron Beal on the mound.
Right fielder number 12, Miles Adamson.
Miles Adamson walked his first time up. So he'll be the first guy to square off against Beal. Second and third. 2 out. Bottom of 2. And here's the first pitch. Ground ball to second. It's a slow roller. Throw to first. Does he get him? No, they call him safe and a run scores. Pulled his foot off the bag, and it's now 4-0. They would have had him had he kept his foot on the bag, but now there are runners at first and third and a run scores, and it's now 4-0. Caught this on the replay, the tail end. Look at here. This will get a better view.
First baseman number 22, Wesley
Yeah, he's
Brooks.
safe. The foot is not there. So first and third. Wesley Brooks, the batter, had a single his first time up. And it's 4-0 our score. $4-0 is our score. Again, first and third. 2 outs here in the second inning. Pitch called a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count to Brooks. The 0-1 pitch on the way is outside. Make it 1-1. So the count goes to 1-1 on Brooks. Lions with a 4-0 lead, and they've scored 2 runs in this inning. The 1-1 pitch is low, make it 2-1. 2-1 the count to Brooks. The 2-1 pitch on the way is hit into right field. Tyler Brown Amlin, actually the center fielder, makes the play. And the side is retired. That was Sleeman. But not before more damage is done. 1 run, 2 hits, and an error. The score at the end of 2. The Saints trail 4-0. We'll be right back.
For Lambton in the bottom of the second, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left. St. Clair College Athletics and the Saints Student Athletic Association would like to thank our tournament sponsors for this year's OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. We are extremely grateful for your continued support. Thank you to Herx Windsor, St. Clair Student Representative Council, St. Clair Thames Student Incorporated, Gabriel Floor and Home Furnishing, and Windsor Tennis Management.
So we get set to start the top of the third inning. Tyler Brown Amlin will lead things off for the Saints. He'll be followed by Finnegan Russett and Quinton McEwen, the catcher. First 3 batters here in the Saints' third inning, and they trail by 4.
Number 12, Tyler Brown Amlin.
So Tyler Brown Amlin, the first batter here in the third inning. Saints have yet to get a hit. Off McDonald. The curveball, a high curveball is called a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Brown Amlin. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count. Nobody out, nobody on. Just started the third inning. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. It's low, 2-1. So the count goes to 2-1 on Brown Amlin. As mentioned, the second baseman, Finnegan Russett, will be up next. The pitch to Brown Amlin, in for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 the count to Brown Amlin. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Just missed, make it 3-2. 3-2 the count to Brown Amlin. Pitch is hit into center field, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder on a tremendous catch. That was Buntrock on the play. Get a look at this on the replay. Tremendous grab there by Buntrock in center field. Just a great play. 1 up and 1 down in the Saints' third, and it's going to bring up, as mentioned, Finnegan Rossett. The second baseman infield is drawn in. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Rossett. Lions seem to be anticipating a bunt, and he did show bunt on the first pitch. Let's see what happens here. And the pitch. Showed bunt again, but the count goes to 2-0. 2-0 the count on Rossett. Pitch is low, it goes to 3-0. So Rossett works the count to 3-0. Saints are looking for their first base runner. The 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. So Rossett draws a walk. It's going to bring up the catcher, Quentin McEwen. Runner at first. 1 out.
McEwen.
Top of 3. And the Saints, as we've just joined us, trail by 4. It is 4-0 our score. However, the Saints have their first runner aboard in the game on the walk to Rossett, and McEwen the catcher. The pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McEwen. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Count goes to 0-2. Again, 1 out, 1 on. McEwen with an 0-2 count. The right-hander McDonald. Rossett at first, and the pitch outside. 1-2. 1-2 the count to McEwen. Shortstop Bryce Plain is on deck for the Saints. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Runner does not advance, and the count goes to 2-2. So the count is 2-2 on McEwen. Two pitch on the way. Make it 3-2. So the count is full. Close pitch, not close enough. 3-2 the count on McEwen. Runner at first. Let's see if he's going to run. Has good speed. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Slap to right field. And back, and he couldn't make the play. Went off the glove. Runner's going to go all the way to third. Is he going to try to come home? No, he will not. Sliding into second is McEwen. And there's runners now at second and third. Get a look at this on the replay. Runner was moving on the play. We're going to wait the scoring on that one. Nevertheless, the runners are at second and third with 2 out. I should say 1 out. And Bryce Plain will bat. He struck out his first time up. So second and third for the Saints. Now there's an appeal for first base. And they call him safe. Again, second and third for the Saints with one out. The pitch to Plain. Hit into left center, but actually left field is going to drop for a hit. So a run scores, the other one goes to third, and the Saints have their first runs on the board, playing with a single and an RBI. Rossett scores, and it's now 4-1. And we're going to have a visit to the mound here for Lambton. Let's look on the replay on the solid hit off the bat of Bryce Plain. He gets the RBI single. 4-1's our score. They've got a conference at the mound. There's nobody throwing currently in the Lions bullpen, at least not at this juncture. However, some people are starting to make their way down to the bullpen area. One out. Top of three, and the Saints have scored for the first time this game.
Cannon Gale.
We'll bring up third baseman Cannon Gale, who grounded out the second his first time up. Runners at first and third. Count is 1-0. Again, one out, first and third. The pitch to Gale. And for a strike, it goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count to Gale. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Bobbled the ball, flips it to second. He is called out at second, but the run scores for the Saints on the play. Look at that tail end of the play there. They had a double play possibly lined up, but nevertheless,
18, Ryan Quarterback.
The score now is 4-2. And there's a runner on first. 4-2 is our score. And the pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1 the count to Ryan Quarterback. Runner at first, 2 out. Foul ball off the foot. Count is 0-2. Again, 4-2 our score. Saints have struck for 2 in this one, in this inning. Runner at first. McDonald trying to pitch out of a jam. Here's the pitch. Inside and low. 1-2. 1-2 the count to Quarterback. One-two pitch on the way outside. 2-2. 2-2 the count to Quarterback. Two pitch on the way, swung on, but off the plate, it's a foul. Count stays at 1-2. 2-2, I'm sorry. 2-2 the count. Gale is at first. Quarterback at the plate. And he gets him swinging. And the side is retired, but not before 2 runs are scored. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. And the score as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Saints trail by 2. It's 4-2. We're coming right back.
For St. Clair on the top of the third, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left.
So we get set to start the bottom half of the third inning.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Lambton Lions.
Cameron Beal will be facing
number 31,
Tyler Kirby, Luke Murray, and Jacob Helps. So Kirby, the first batter, had a double and a couple of RBIs his first time up. Saints trail by 2. It's 4-2 here in the bottom of the third. And the first pitch is hit into center field. And making the play, Andrew Sleeman. 1 up and 1 down in the Lions' third.
25, Luke Murray.
We'll bring up Luke Murray. The catcher flew out to left field his first time up. Easy play there for Sleeman in center field. Beal with the first pitch. Catches the outside corner. It's 0-1 the count to Luke Murray. And the 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Murray. 1-1 pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner. According to the umpire, it's now 1-2. So the count goes to 1-2 on Murray. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of 3. And Beal delivers. Sliced foul near the St. Clair College dugout. Count stays at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way, in tight, make it 2-2. So the count 2-2 on Murray. As mentioned earlier, Jacob Helps is on deck, third batter in this inning. And the 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off. Murray hanging in tough against Cameron Beal, and the count is 2-2. Beal winds and deals. Low, make it 3-2. 3-2 the count to Luke Murray. The payoff pitch. Ground ball hit sharply to short to Plain. Long throw to first, and he gets him. 2 up and 2 down in the Lions' third inning. And it's going to bring up the shortstop, Jacob Helps, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 on the day.
Shortstop number 5, Jack Helps.
So Jack helps the batter. Pitch called a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Jack helps. The pitch in for a strike, make it 0-2. So the count goes to 0-2 on helps. Beal delivers the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Count stays at 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third. Saints trail 4-2. Nice to have you along here on We Digital in this OCAA tournament. Now it's become cloudy and overcast here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Low and away. It's 1-2. One and two the count. The pitch. Hit into shallow right field, but the second baseman is going to make the play anyways. That was Finnegan Rossett, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score at the end of 3 as we watch the tail end of that one. Pretty easy play for the second baseman. Saints trail 4-2. We'll be right back.
For Lambton in the bottom of the third, no runs on, no hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
We are back here at Lacoste Park. We have some bullpen action for Lambton.
Designated hitter
Right-hander
number
throwing.
32, Mitch McCosh.
As we get set to start the top of the 4th inning, and Mitch McCosh will lead things off for the Saints. Right out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. He'll be McCosh, Sleeman, and Rosemena, the 3 batters here in the 4th. First pitch inside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to McCosh. Aiden McDonald still on the mound. It's low, 2-0. 2-0 the count to McCosh. The 2-0 pitch on the way, called strike 1-2. 2-1 rather. 2-1 the count on Mitch McCosh, the DH. Here's the pitch. Slapped down the left side, but foul. Count is 2-2. 2-2 the count on McCosh. With Sleeman waiting on deck for the Saints. They trail by 2 here in the 4th. Ground ball chopped to first. Making the play, the first baseman to the pitcher on the run. That was McDonald on the flip from Brooks, and there's 1 down in the Saints' 4th inning. Pretty good play there, registered by the Lambton Lions.
Center fielder number 23, Andrew Sleeman.
There's the tail end of it there. Good play. Gonna bring Andrew Sleeman. Sleeman ground out to third his first time up. He's 0 for 1 here this morning, here in this one. 1 out, nobody on, top of 4. Pitches outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Sleeman. Erica Rosemina is on deck for the Saints as we're here in the 4th inning. The pitch. Chopped towards second. Fielded cleanly by the second baseman. He gets him out at first. Very close play. That was Murray on the play. Take a look at this on the replay. See how close it really was. Looked pretty close.
Left fielder number 26, Eric Orosimena.
So Orosimena is the batter. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count to Orosimena. Flew out to left his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is low, 2-0. So the count goes to 2-0 on Orosimena. Tyler Brown Amlin awaits on deck should Orosimena get on board. The 2-0 pitch on the way in tight, but they call it a strike. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count on Orosimena. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, make it 3-1. 3-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on, top of 4. If you've just joined us, Saints trail by 2, it's 4-2. Fastball, but it's belted for a single, a solid hit off the bat of Orosimena. Saints' 3rd hit in the morning in this contest. He's going to bring up Tyler Brown Amlin. There's a look at the sharp single off the bat and a bobble in the left field.
Right fielder number 12, Tyler Brown Amlin.
Tyler Brown Amlin flew out the center his first time up. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Orosimena at first base. Pitches up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Tyler Brown Amlin. And the pitch. Look out. Didn't hit him. Count goes to 2-0. McDonald has thrown a lot of pitches so far in this contest as we're here in the 4th inning. Bullpen has stopped throwing, however. There goes the runner. The throw to second, and he is going to be sliding in safely with a stolen base for Orosimena. Runner at second for the Saints. And the count is 3-0. 3-0 the count to Tyler Brown Amlin. And the pitch. He walked him. So Tyler Brown Amlin gets a walk. Runners now at first and second. And for the Saints, stepping up to the plate
number 33,
is Finnegan Russett. So Russett, the batter, walked his first time up and scored a run. Two outs, 2 on, here in the 4th. Russett the batter, and doing a reset on the mound is McDonald. The first pitch to Russett showed bunt, called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Russett. There was a second walk given up by McDonald this morning. The pitch, curveball, is in for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. 0-2 the count to Russett. The 0-2 pitch on the way, outside and way outside, make it 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way is outside and low, make it 2-2. So 2-2 the count to Rossett with the catcher, Quentin McEwen, on deck. The 2-2 pitch on the way, curveball hit, speared by the shortstop, and that does retire the side. Jack helps on the play. And the top of the fourth inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the score, as we come to the bottom of the fourth, the Saints trail 4-2. We'll be right back.
For St. Clair in the top of the fourth, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left.
So we get set to start the bottom half of the fourth inning.
For the Lambton Lions,
Ben Adamson will lead things off.
Number 0, Ben Adamson.
He'll be followed by A.J. Edwards and the Logan Buntrock here in Lambton's fourth inning. Lambton leads at 4-2. Cameron Beal still on the mound for the Saints. The first pitch is called a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Adamson. The 0-1 pitch on the way, make it 0-2. So way ahead of the batter is Beal on Ben Adamson, who walked his first time up and scored a run. And the 0-2 pitch in tight. No, he did not hit him. The count is 1-2. 1-2 the count to Adamson. The 1-2 pitch on the way, outside, make it 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2. Two pitch on the way, gets him swinging. So Adamson strikes out. He's going to bring up A.J. Edwards. Edwards singled his first time up. So he's 1 for 1 in the morning.
Edwards.
1 out, bottom of the fourth. Saints trail 4-2. Pitching for a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 to Edwards with Logan Buntrock on deck, the third batter in this inning. Beal delivers to Edwards. It's way outside and high. One and one. 1-1 to Edwards. One pitch on the way. And it's called a strike. So the appeal certainly played off there. The count now is 1-2. 1-2 on Edwards. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball softly to third. Long throw to first. Does he get him? Yes, he does. Great play by the third baseman, Cannon Gale. 2 up and 2 down on a very close play at first base. Let's take a look at this one.
Center fielder number 3.
This is a tough play. Very close at first. There it is here. Boy, that's very close. The old expression, tie goes to the runner. I don't know. Nevertheless, it was close. 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Logan Buntrock, who was 0 for 2 this morning. Ran out the third and struck out in his previous 2 at-bats. 1-0 the count. Bottom of 4, 2 outs. Saints trail by 2. It's 4-2. The pitch. Up high. 2-0. 2-0 to Buntrock. The 2-0 pitch. Hit into center field, base hit. Solid hit off the bat of Buntrock. That's the Lions' 5th hit this morning in this contest. So there's a runner at first. There's a look there at the solid single
Second
off the bat of Logan Buntrock.
Cale Murray.
Let's bring up Cale Murray, the second baseman. 0 for 2 this morning. Runner in first. 2 out. Bottom of 4. Quick throw to first. Runner is safe. And Beal delivers. Runner was faking to go but did not go. Count is 1-0. On Murray. Beal with a throw back to first. Trying to keep Murray close. I should say Buntrock close. Two outs, 1 on. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch, there goes the runner. Throw to second, he is going to be out at second base, and he is not happy about the call. Thought he had it stolen, but he's caught stealing. Maybe we'll get a good look at this one. He certainly appealed to the umpire on the play. Let's know if we'll get another look at that one. So that's the situation here. But in the 4 innings, it's 4-2. We're coming right back.
There were no errors and no runners left.
We're going to look at the previous play that ended the inning
Hitting off the
very
top of the
quickly
fifth
here.
for the
Here's the
St.
look
Clair Saints.
on
The
the
catcher,
attempted
number
stolen
6,
base.
Quentin McEwen.
I think he was there. He appeared there on that video. Very good video there. However, he was called out on the attempted steal. There's another look. Still think he was there. So, nevertheless, it was called out. We're now in the top of the fifth inning. The Saints trail 4-2. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count on Quentin McEwen, the catcher. He was safe on his first time up. Pitch is called a strike. 1-2 the count to McEwen. Top of the fifth, Saints trail by 2. Here's the pitch. Look out. Did it hit him? I think it did. And he's going to go to first base. McEwen hit by a pitch. So he goes to first base to start the fifth inning. There it is there. Off his elbow pad.
Shortstop number 2, Bryce Plain.
Bring up Bryce Plain, the shortstop. He's 1 for 2 this morning. Single. Struck out his first time up. I wonder if we're going to get a pitching change or not. We'll just see. I know he's coming to the mound. We'll just see. We're in the fifth inning, and we are going to get a pitching change. So a pitching change is being made. Number 24 is coming to the mound. And putting somebody else into the game, but number 24 goes to the mound. Demarius Shepard will be the new pitcher, according to the lineup card. At least that's who's wearing number 24. In relief of Aiden McDonald, who gave up 2 runs, but though they have a runner aboard, that would be his responsibility. So the warm-up tosses. For Demarius Shepard.
Now
That's what we showed on the lineup card.
Lions number 24, Demarius Shepard.
So Demarius Shepard coming on relief in place of McDonald. Just finishing up his warm-up tosses. We're in the fifth inning. Saints trail by 2. They do have a runner aboard. And the right-hander, Demarius Shepard. Also plays third base, according to their lineup card, so versatile player. And he will face Bryce Plain as his first batter. Plain and then Cannon Gale. Runner on first. Nobody out. Top of 5. Sun has started to come back out again a little bit. Still hazy, cloudy around the ballpark, but nevertheless, there is some sunshine shining on the playing surface. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 the count to Plain. Struck out his first time up and had a single his last time up, so he's 1 for 2 here in this one. The 0-1 pitch to Plain. up the middle for a solid base hit, and the Saints have 2 men aboard on the solid single by Plain. Runners at first and second, and it's going to bring up Cannon Gale, the third baseman.
Third baseman number 20, Cannon
Look at
Gale.
the replay on the solid single there delivered by Plain. Gale is 0 for 2 so far in this one. But again, runners at first and second. And nobody out. And the Saints threatening here in the 5th inning to get back into this one. They trail by 2. Tying run is at first. The go-ahead run is at home plate. And here's the pitch. It's low, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Cannon Gale. First baseman Ryan Querbach waits on deck. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's outside. Make it 2-0. Gale was showing bunt. Let's see what happens here on the 2-0 count. And the pitch, showing bunt again, called inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count on Cannon Gale. Infield drawn in on the right side of the field, the first baseman. And the pitch. Sliced down the right field side, but foul. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2 the count on Gale. Conference at the mound with the catcher and the pitcher. Going over some things with a 2-2 count. Two and two the count on Gale. Bit of a delay going on, and I'm not sure why, but let's see what happens here. And the pitch. Curveball is up high. 2-3-2 the count. And Shepard deals, he hit him. So a hit batsman, and the bases are now loaded. So Gale's hit by a pitch. Saints have loaded the bases here for Ryan Querbach. That was a look at the replay on the hit batsman on the 3-2 pitch. And now there's going to be a trip to the pitching mound. It's the pitching coach. Saints have loaded the bases here in the 5th inning. And there's nobody out. And with Querbach the batter, and he can hit. Look at the OCAA standings that had just finished up the season prior to this tournament. The Lambton Lions finished 12-6. The Saints were 10-8. Fanshawe Falcons 12-6. The Durham Lords were 11-7. Then on down 6-9 for the Bruins. The Humber Hawks were 7-11, and the Sioux Cougars finishing at 2-13.
Ryan Querbach.
So Ryan Querbach, the batter, with the bases loaded, and nobody out. The Saints in the midst of a rally here to get back into this one. It's 4-2 our score. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 0-1 the count to Quirback. Shepard really taking his time, and we finally get called timeout. Again, bases loaded, nobody out. And the pitch. Ground ball, base hit to the third baseman for a single. Here comes the runner home, and he is going to score, throw to second, safe. Everybody is safe. The Saints have scored 2 to tie the game up on the solid hit by Quirback. And they're now runners at first and second, still with nobody out.
Designated hitter number 32, Mitch McCosh.
Mitch McCosh will bat, the designated hitter. And the game, as mentioned, we are tied at 4. We are tied at 4. And the first pitch is high and wide. 1-0 the count to McCosh. First and second, still nobody out for the Saints, and they've tied this one up here in the 5th. And Shepard deals. Catches the outside corner.
Let's go, baby.
1-1. Again, first and second, nobody out. Top of 5, and the Saints have tied this one up at 4. Here's the pitch. Sliced foul down the left side. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count on McCosh. Andrew Sleeman, the center fielder, on deck for the Saints. First and second, nobody out here in the 5th inning. The pitch to McCosh. Just got a piece of it. Count stays 1-2. So 1-2 the count to McCosh.
Come on, Mitch, get the ball. Let's go.
And the pitch. Hit into shallow center field, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder. And there's one away as McCosh flies up the center. Runners do not advance.
Center fielder number 23.
Buckrock on the catch.
Andrew Sleeman.
So Sleeman will bat. He's 0 for 2 so far this morning in this one. But we have runners at first and second, 1 out. And we are tied here at 4 here in the 5th inning. Action in the pen for Lambton. There's a shot up the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. Throw to second. Wait to the pitcher's mound. The Saints have taken a lead. It's 5-4 on the single by Sleeman. Buck is at second. Sleeman at first.
Left fielder number 26, Eric Rosamena.
Eric Rosamena, who has 1 for 2 this morning, steps up to the plate as the Saints lead this one 5-4. Fifth inning, 1 out. Pitch in the dirt, but blocked by the catcher. They appeal, no swing, so it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Rosemena. 5-4 is our score. Saints in the lead, their first lead this morning. Again, runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Up high. Make it 2-0. 2-0 to count to a Rosemena. Again, Saints have taken the lead for the first time in this contest here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch in tight, make it 3-0. So the count goes to 3-0 on a Rosemena. I have the feeling if he gets a walk, we're going to get a pitching change. They are throwing in the pen, and actually there's 2 of them throwing now in the pen. The 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, it's now 3-1. 1 out, 2 on. 5-4 is our score. And a pretty reliable hitter in a Rosemena at the plate with a good batting eye. Here's the pitch. Got a piece of it. Catcher got winged by it as well. Shaken up on the play. And the count now is 3-2. So a full count on a Rosemena. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Getting ready to get back to the action. The 3-2 pitch on the way, and he walked him. So Rosemena gets a walk to load the bases. And it's going to bring up number 12 for the Saints, Tyler Brown-Amlin.
Right fielder,
and we're going to get a
12,
pitching change.
Tyler Brown-Amlin.
So a pitching change coming up here. For the Lambton Lions. And the bases are loaded with just 1 out. So Shepherd's morning is done. We're going to wait to see who the other guy coming in now to try and stem the fire here that the Saints lead 5-4 and they've got the bases loaded. So the new pitcher, another right-hander, just waiting to see and catch his number. I think it's number 15. If it is, it's Julian Concisum. So Julian Concisum is the new pitcher. The right-hander. Concisum is the pitcher. Right-hander just going to be finishing up his warm-up tosses. He comes in with the bases loaded and just 1 out.
Now pitching for the Lambton Lions, number 15, Julian Concisum.
Concisum is the way we're going to pronounce his name, the right-hander. And the Lambton Lions have seen their, what was a pretty good lead, early lead, now evaporated. Now it's a 5-4 lead for the Saints. Just in the process of finishing up his warm-up tosses. We had a couple players pitching in the pen moments ago. One was a righty, one was a lefty. So Concisum, the pitcher. And the first batter he'll face is Tyler Brown-Amlin. And then Finnegan Rossett is the next scheduled batter after Amlin. As we're here in the 5th inning. And Tyler Brown Adams steps up to the plate. 1 out, bases loaded for the Saints. They lead by a run, looking to pad their lead if they can. Here's the pitch. It's low, 1-0. 1-0 to count to Brown Emlyn. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into center field. It is going to be caught by the center fielder. Coming home, here's the throw home, and he's going to score. Runner advances to third on the play, another advances to second, and the Saints now lead by 2. A lot of things happened on that play. Almost a collision with the umpire, but the catcher. We may catch a good part of that. There's the fly to center. You knew they were going to come home. They did. And then the catcher got in the way of the umpire and vice versa. And nevertheless, the Saints now lead 6-4. And there are runners at second and third with 2 out. Two out, second and third. And Owen Levesque is going to pinch hit for Rossett. So Owen Levesque will pinch hit.
Rossett, number 15, Owen Levesque.
Levesque, the pinch hitter. With runners at second and third in the pitch. In for a strike, it's 0-1. Levesque pinch hitting for Rossett, the second baseman. Second and third. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 6-4 is our score. So the Saints lead by 2, and again, runners at second and third with 2 out. The pitch. Ground ball wide of third. Foul. Count is 0-2 on Levesque. In the dirt. Catcher had trouble finding it, but it's right in front of him. Count is 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's popped up. Second baseman calls it, and it's going to retire the side, but not before more damage. As Levesque popped up to the second baseman. And the Saints score 4. 2 hits, and the Saints lead it as we come to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 6-4 St. Clair Saints. We'll be right back.
It's now time for the SSAA Cornhole Challenge presented by Canadian Brewhouse. Today's contestant, Taya, will throw 4 beanbags, 1 point if it lands on the board, 3 points if it lands in the hole. If he scores 7 points, they win a gift card.
So we get set to start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cale Murray will step up to the plate against Cameron Beal, who has pitched well in relief for the Saints here in this one. Saints lead now 6-4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Second baseman number 2, Cale Murray.
Cale Murray is 1 for 2. Beal with the first pitch. It's low, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Murray. Miles Adamson and Wesley Brooks, the next scheduled 2 batters for the Lions here in the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Had a good rip, but it's 1-1. One and one the count to Murray. Cameron Beal delivers outside corner. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count on Cale Murray. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball hit sharply to short. Good play by Plain. Throw to first. 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th inning. He's going to bring up Miles Adamson, 0 for 1 officially. Walked his first time, was safe on air his second time up.
Miles Adamson.
Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 5. Saints lead by 2 at 6-4. And the pitch is low. 1-0 the count to Adamson. First baseman Wesley Brooks is on deck for the Lambton Lions. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side of the field. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count to Adamson. Saints at one point were trailing 4-0 in this one. They lead 6-4. And we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Things moving along here on this one. Pitch is low, 2-1. 2-1 the count to Adamson. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit into shallow right field, but it's going to be caught on the run by Tyler Brown Amlin, and there's 2 up and 2 down in the Lambton Lions 5th inning. And here's the first baseman, Wesley Brooks, stepping to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Single his first time up, float to center his second time up. Two outs, nobody on. Bottom of 5. And the first pitch from Beal. Called a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Wesley Brooks. The 0-1 pitch on the way. It's low, 1-1. So 1-1 to Brooks. Tyler Kirby, the DH, is the next scheduled batter. Did Brooks get a ward? Pitches a ball that was low. 2-1. 2-1 the count. Again, 2 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And the 2-1 pitch. In for a strike, make it 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2 on Wesley Brooks. We're in the heart of the batting order. For the Lions. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball, just slicing it foul. Was Brooks. Count stays 2-2. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Gets him swinging. Chased a bad pitch. 3 up and 3 down in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Pretty excited dugout there for the Saints. And the Saints lead this one 6-4 at the end of 5. We're coming right back.
For Lambton in the bottom of the 5th, no runs on no hit. There were no errors and no runners left. Leading off the top of the 6th for the St. Clair Saints, the catcher, number 6, Quentin McEwen.
By 2 at 6-4. Quentin McEwen, the batter for the Saints. Safe on an error, hit by a pitch, so he's 0 for 1. Pitch is outside. 2-0 the count. Julian Consism, the pitcher. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 2-1. 2-1 the count to Quentin McEwen. Two 1 pitch on the way. It's low. Make it 2-2. I should say 3-1. So 3-1 the count. Sliced foul. Count is full on McEwen. Bryce Plain will bat next for the Saints, the shortstop. No outs. First batter here in the 6th. Foul down the right side, out of play. Count stays. At 3-2. 3-2 in the pitch. Up high, he walked him. So McEwen gets a walk. And it's going to bring up Bryce Plain.
Shortstop number 2, Bryce Plain.
Plain has had a single and an RBI in this game, so there's a runner at first with nobody out here in the Saints' 6th inning. The pitch showing bunt, throw to first, safely back is McEwen. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of 6. Saints lead by 2. Called strike, it's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Plain. Infield in from third. Here's the pitch. Swung on but fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count on Plain. McEwen at first base for the Saints. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on but fouled off. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. It's low, make it 2-2. So 2-2 the count on Plain. Cannon Gale, the third baseman, on deck for the Saints. Saints with a runner here at first. Here's the pitch. Belted into left field, base hit. Solid single off the bat of Plain. It's his second hit of the morning. And the Saints have runners at first and second with nobody out. And we're going to have a trip to the mound. We might get another pitching change. Let's see. Conference at the mound, and we are going to get a pitching change. So another pitching change here. Coming in is number 13. Evan O'Driscoll is going to be the new pitcher. Again, Evan O'Driscoll, the new pitcher. And the spin. Like I said, the Saints will have runners at first and second as Evan O'Driscoll will get his warm-up tosses in. Another right-hander coming in for the Lions.
Now pitching for the Lambton Lions, number 13, Evan O'Driscoll.
Appears to be a sidearmer. Evan O'Driscoll. Yeah, he is. So O'Driscoll, the right-hander, tall right-hander, will be pitching to Cannon Gale, and he'll be facing runners at first and second and nobody out here in the sixth inning, and the Saints leading by 2. When called upon, there was nobody warming up in the pen. He already had went to the dugout. And thus the change made by the Lambton Lions. And finishing up his warm-up tosses, Evan O'Driscoll coming here with 2 runners aboard. And the Saints looking to add to their lead as we're late into this one. We're into the 6th inning. The top of 6, to be exact. And we're getting ready to get this one back underway with Cannon Gale at the plate. First and second, nobody out. Top of 6. And the Saints looking to pad their lead. First pitch to Gale is called a strike. It's 0-1. Infield playing in, expecting a bunt from the bat of Gale. Again, the count 0-1. O'Driscoll deals. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. 0-2 the count to Cannon Gale. Again, nobody out for the Saints. First and second. The pitch to Gale is swung on but fouled away. Count remains 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to Gale. Here's the pitch. Look out at the duck. Count goes to 1-2. Sidearm throwing Evan O'Driscoll. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into right center field. Base hit. And 1-1 is going to score. Here he comes. Center fielder bobbled the ball. And the Saints now lead it 7-4. Had he not bobbled, the bases would have been loaded, but the run came in nevertheless, and the Saints now lead by 3, and there is just still 1 out. That's to say nobody out.
First baseman number 18, Ryan Corback.
The batter is Ryan Corback. There's the pitch, inside and low. Actually, did they call that a strike? Okay, 0-1. 0-1 to count to Corback. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, make it 0-2. Runners at first and second. 7-4 is our score. Nobody out here in the Saints' 6th inning. The pitch. It hit him. And that's going to load the bases as Corback is hit by a pitch. And stepping up to the plate for the Saints, it's Mitch McCosh. So the bases are loaded for Mitch McCosh. And the Saints up by 3.
Designated hitter number 32, Mitch McCosh.
Saints have the chance to really pad their lead with the bases loaded and nobody out. And the pitch to McCosh, way outside. Good catch by the catcher. That was so wide, I think 3 would have scored. But now that was a pretty wide pitch. Infield drawn in. I have a feeling he's going to belt this thing. The bases are loaded. It's a curious defensive setup. Everybody drawn in. Bases again are loaded. Saints lead 7-4. Nobody out. Count is 1-0. And the pitch to McCosh. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. The sidearm throwing O'Driscoll. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Did he go for it? Yes, he did. Called strike anyways. Count is 1-2. 1-2 the count to McCosh. Andrew Sleeman is on deck for the Saints. Again, bases loaded, nobody out. Saints up by 3. And the pitch. Got a piece of it. He'll stay up at bat. Count stays at 1-2. 1-2 the count on McCosh. The 1-2 pitch on the way. It's inside. Catcher makes a good block. Count goes to 2-2. So 2-2 to McCosh. Again, Andrew Sleeman on deck. McCosh is 0 for 3 in this game. He may be due for a hit. Let's see what he does here. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call got him looking. So McCosh is called out on strikes. That's 1 out here in the 6th. Stepping up to the plate is Andrew Sleeman.
Andrew Sleeman.
Sleeman 1 for 3 in this game. Again, the bases are loaded. Infield still playing relatively in, especially the first and third baseman. First pitch to Sleeman, called strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 to count to Sleeman. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off the screen right in front of us. The count goes to 0-2. So 0-2 on Sleeman with Eric Arismana. Arismana on deck for the Saints. Again, bases are loaded. 1 out. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Down the right field side. It is fair ball. That is going to, I would think, empty the bases. On his way to third. No, he's going to go back to second because the runner stayed at third. And there are now runners at second and third, but 2 runs score on the hit by Sleeman. So 2 runs score. Runners now
Left fielder number 26.
at second and third.
Eric Arismana.
And Eric Arismana steps up to the plate, and it's now 9-4. Nine to 4 our score. Runners at second and third. 1 out. And here's the pitch. Another slice down the right field side, but it's foul. Runners at second and third. 1 out, and the Saints now lead has been increased to 5. A 5-run lead for the Saints here in the top of the 6th inning. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Gets away from the catcher, but nobody advances. Count is 1-1 to Arismana. Tyler Brown Amla is on deck for the Saints. The 1-1 pitch on the way outside, make it 2-1. 2-1 the count to Arismana. The 2-1 inside, make it 3-1. 3-1 the count to Arismana. They are still throwing in the Lambton bullpen. 3-1 pitch on the way. Up the middle, base hit. And that is going to score both runs. Both base runners score. And the Saints now make it 11-4.
Right fielder number
And Tyler
12,
Brown Amlin steps up to the
Tyler
plate.
Brown Amlin.
So the Saints with a 7-run lead here. Picked up 5 runs this inning. Pitch called a strike. 0-1 the count to Tyler Brown Amlin. Runner at first. 1 out. The Saints now lead it 11-4. Pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Brown Amlin. Pitch called inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Evan Schreier is on deck. He'll be pinch hitting for Rossett. The pitch outside, 2-2. He'll bat for Rossett. Actually, he'll bat for Levac. Sliced down foul. Count stays at 2-2. 2-2 the count. Runner at first, 1 out. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Way outside, make it 3-2. The Saints with a 7-run Bulge lead, leading 11-4 here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, there goes the runner. Ground ball to short. Long throw to first, and he doesn't get it. It's going to be an error on the play. Runner advances to third, runner stays at first, and the Saints are still batting here in the inning. So first and third for Evan Schreier, who's going to be a pinch batter, and we're going to get another pitching change, I think. Let's just see. Trying to see what's going on here. The pen was up and throwing. Saints have men at first and third. So he's going to stay in for now. And batting for the Saints, Evan Schreier.
Second baseman number 7, Evan Schreier.
Schreier, who went into play second base after Levac pinched hit. So Schreier now batting for the first time. Runners at first and third. 1 out. And the Saints lead 11-4. And this has been a long inning. And the pitch is outside, 1-0. Schreier was showing bunt. And the pitch in for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Schreier. Rosemena at third. Tyler Brown Amlin at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 the count to Schreier. The 1-2 pitch, sliced foul. Runner was running. That was Tyler Brown Amlin. Again, just 1 out, but the count is 1-2. The pitch, way outside, make it 2-2. So the count runs to 2-2. Again, runners at first and third. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, got him. So caught looking as Schreier. And that's going to bring up Quinton McEwen. So McEwen will step up to the plate with runners at first and third. 2 outs here in the Saints' 6th inning. First pitch to McEwen, in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McEwen. Up high, 1-1. 1-1 the count to McEwen. And the pitch. Look out, did it hit him? I think it did, and it did. That's going to load the bases. So McEwen gets hit for the second time this game. The bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up Bryce Plain, the shortstop. And the bases are loaded.
Shortstop number 2, Bryce Plain.
Bases loaded, Bryce Plain up the bat with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And the pitch almost hit him, it was inside, it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Plain. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside again, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count to Plain. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Two-0 pitch on the way. It's called a strike. It's 2-1. 2-1 to count to Plain. The 2-1 pitch. It's low, make it 3-1. Well, he has nowhere to put him. The count is now 3-1 to Bryce Plain. He might get a good pitch to hit. He has nowhere to put him. The bases are loaded. With the Saints up by 7. This is a big pitch here. And here it comes. And it's way outside and he walked him. And we're going to get a pitching change. So Plain walks, run scores on the play. And it's now 12-4, and we're going to get a pitching change. And on that note, we will be right back.
Now pitching for the Lambton Lions, number 7, Josh Powers.
What do you say, baby?
So we're getting back to the action. Josh Powers is the new pitcher. He wears number
Third
7.
baseman number 20, Cannon Gale.
Cannon Gale will step up to the plate. The base is loaded. 2 outs. Saints lead 12-4. And the first pitch is outside, 1-0. Josh Powers, the right-hander. fifth pitcher used in this contest by the Lions. Curveball is low, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count, bases loaded. We're in the top of the sixth inning. The 2-0 pitch. In for a strike, make it 2-1. So the count goes to 2-1 on Cannon Gale. Here's the pitch. Strike two, 2-2 the count to Gale. Two pitch on the way. Look out. That almost hit him.
Anyway, baby, anyway.
And the count now is full. Full count on Gale. Here's the pitch. Runners are moving, and it's called strike three. So Gale is called out on strikes, and the side is retired, but not before the Saints score 6 runs. 4 hits and error. And the score as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, the Saints lead this one 12-4. We'll be coming right back.
For St. Clair in the top of the 6th. 6 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 3 runners left.
So we get to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cameron Beal remains on the mound.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Lambton Lions, designated hitter number 31, Tyler Kirby.
So Tyler Kirby is the batter. 1 for 2 with a double so far this afternoon. And the first pitch from Beal here in the 6th inning. He swung at it and then it hit him, but he swung first. Count is 0-1. 0-1 the count to Kirby. Luke Murray and Jack Helps are the 3 scheduled batters here in the inning. For Lambton, they trail by 8 here in the 6th inning. Pitch is outside, 1-1. 1-1 the count. Cameron Beal has pitched pretty well since coming in. The 1-1 pitch. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count to Kirby. Just loosening up in the St. Clair pen. The 2-1 pitch on the way, and it's fouled off to the screen right in front of us. I had my glove hand out for that one. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. Hit the second. So to first, and he gets him. Pretty great stretch there by the first baseman. One up and one down. He did have the stretch for that one, but he did.
Catcher number 25, Luke Murray.
There's the look at the stretch at first base. By Querbach. One up and one down. Pitch catches the outside corner. It's 0-1 on the count to Luke Murray. Murray 0 for 2 in this game. Looking for his first hit. One out, nobody on. Bottom of 6. And the pitch. It's low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Murray. Shortstop Jack Helps is on deck for the Lions. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Counts 1-2. 1-2 the count to Murray. Calls time. And the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, make it 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Sliced foul. Got a good rip. Count remains 2-2. Two and two the count to Murray. And the pitch. Off speed but outside. 3-2. So the count goes full. Full count on Murray. And the pitch. Strike 3 call. He got him. Caught looking. Murray strikes out, and it's 2 up and 2 down in the Lions' 6th inning. And it's going to bring up the shortstop, Jack Helps, who's 1 for 2 here in this game.
Jack Helps.
Vila struck out 2 of the last 3 batters that have come to the plate for the Lions here in this one. Pitch is called the ball, and they call it a strike. 0-1 the count to Helps. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Sent foul down the third base side. Count goes to 0-2. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, Saints lead by 8. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Curveball. Strike 3 called. Got him. 3 up and 3 down for the Saints. Pitching staff here. And the score at the end of 6. The Saints lead this one 12-4. We're coming back.
For Lambton in the bottom of 6, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
So we get set to start the top of the 7th inning. The Saints with an 8-run lead, and Ryan Quarterback will start things off.
For the St. Clair Saints, the first baseman, number 18, Ryan Quarterback.
Up against the pitcher, Josh Powers. Quarterback is 1 for 3 in this game. Also has walked, scored twice. Top of 7, Saints lead by 8. Up in the air. Shortstop calls for it, and he's going to make the play on the pop-up. Jack helps, 1 up and 1 down in the Saints' 7th inning.
Designated hitter number 32, Mitch McCosh.
Bring up the DH, Mitch McCosh. McCosh is 0 for 4 in this one. 12-4 again are scored. 1 out, nobody on here in the Saints' 7th inning. And the pitch. Look out. Almost hit it, but it didn't. Count is 1-0. 1-0 the count to McCosh. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Make it 2-0. 2-0 the count on McCosh. Andrew Sleeman is on deck for the Saints, the center fielder. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Up high, make it 3-0. So the count is worked to 3-0. And the pitch. 3-1. 3-1 the count to McCosh. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Single off the bat of McCosh. His first hit today. And it's going to bring up Andrew Sleeman. Sleeman is 2 for 4, single and a double.
23, Andrew Sleeman.
Pretty good day for Sleeman so far, but we have a runner on first. 1 out, top of 7. And the Saints with an 8-run lead. Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is fouled back, make it 0-2. Into the count to Sleeman. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. Make it 1-2. 1-2 the count to Sleeman. In the dirt. 2-2. So the count goes to 2-2 against Sleeman. Eric Rosmina is on deck for the Saints. Rosmina. Curveball, and he gets him swinging. So Sleeman strikes out. And here's Rosmina.
Fielder number 26, Eric Rosmina.
He is 2 for 3 in this one. Pair of singles. And a walk to boot. So, runner at first, 2 out. And the pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman makes the play. Whips it over to the second baseman for the putout at second, and the side is retired on the fielder's choice. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Saints lead this one 12-4. We're coming right back.
I don't give up if you love me. I don't give up if you like me. Asking me how did it feel. Can't say it didn't surprise me. Last time I looked to my right.
Now pitching for the St. Clair Saints, number 30, Marquez Allard.
The bottom of the 7th inning, with the Saints winning 12-4 last wraps. For the Lambton Lions, we have a new pitcher in for the Saints. Marcus Allard is the left-handed pitcher. He pitched last night in one appearance. And the first pitch is to Adamson. Into right field. On the run is Tyler Amlin Brown, and there's one pitch, one up and one down here in the 7th inning. Bryson Steckel will be up at bat. Second batter here in the 7th inning. One up, one out, nobody on. And Bryson Steckel.
Batting for Edwards, number 14, Bryson Steckel.
Again, one out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Marcus Allard, the left-hander, deals, and it's hit into center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Single off the bat of Steckel. And there's a runner aboard. One out, one on. And Logan Buntrock will bat. He's
Center
1 for 3.
Number 3, Logan Buntrock.
1 for 3. Going to get a pinch runner. Austin McCourt will pinch run for Steckel at first base. One
Pinch
on,
runner,
one out.
Number 6, Austin McCourt.
And with Buntrock here at the plate. Ball is hit into right field, base hit. Runner on his way to third. His runner's now at first and third on the single by Buntrock. And batting now will be Cale Murray. Saints lead by 7. It's
second baseman number 2, Cale Murray.
Actually lead by 8. It's 12-4 here in the 7th. Cale Murray up to the plate. Allard deals, runner goes. Gets to second base. Now it's second and third for the Lions. And the pitch. Fouled off. Count. Now 0-2. Here's the pitch. Off speed and a good one. Make that 1-2. Count as 1-2. It was 1-1. And Allard deals again. Ground ball to third. It got by him. One run will score. And now there's runners at, and they're just going to score again. Somebody else will score too. They fumbled the ball in the outfield. And now it is 12-6 with 2 runs coming in. Buntrock scores and so does Steckel. And Miles Adamson will step up to the plate.
Right
and there's a runner at second
12,
base.
Miles Adamson.
Pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Adamson. Runner on second, 2 out. Saints lead now is 12-6. (12-6) is our score. Runner at second with 1 out. Sharply hit, but foul right into the St. Clair dugout. And the count is 1-2. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Gets him swinging. So Adamson strikes out. And it's going to bring up Wesley Brooks, who is 1 for 3 in this game.
First
and they're down to their last out with a 12-6 score
Wesley
here.
Brooks.
Runner at second, 2 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Allard trying to finish things off here for the Saints. Off-speed pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count to Brooks. Just gets a piece of it. The count goes to 0-2. Again, Brooks 1 for 3 here this morning. 0-2 count, 12-6 our score, 2 out runner on second. And Allard deals. Gets him swinging, and that's going to be the ball game. Strikes out the last 2 batters, no runs, 1 hit. I should say 2 runs, 2 hits. And the game is over, and the Saints win this one 12-6 to finish off the contest. 12-6 our final score. The Saints win it.
For Lambton in the bottom of the 7th.
Both teams will continue to play on. It's a 2-loss situation we have here in the tournament. We'll probably explain a little bit later on. But nevertheless, the Saints win this one 12-6. And this game is over. We'll see you in a little bit.